What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to be explaining the opening range breakout report, but the buy close variant on edgeful.com. So here we're in the price action report type. We're looking at the ORB report. We're looking at platinum in the New York session in the last 6 months, and we're obviously looking at the buy close variant. So let me tell you what an opening range is first. And it's very, very simple. It's just the high and the low of the first 15 minutes of the session that you're looking at. So in this case, we're looking at the New York session. So the New York session starts at 9:30 a.m. and closes at 4. So that 15-minute period is from 9:30 to 9:45. You can see here I have my ORB high and my ORB low, and also my New York sessions here plotted. These are custom trading view indicators that Edgeful has built. The way that you can get access to them is you just scroll down, click Get Access Now, and then you can see here it asks for your trading view username. So you put that in right, you find it right here, this profile button, and you can see right here my username is Edgeful. Put that in here. Click Get Access, and now you're going to see all of the TradingView indicators in this invite-only section right here. The ones that I'm using for this report are the market sessions, which plots these blue boxes, which is just the New York session, and then also the opening range break one, this one right here. So what this report is measuring is just where does price close relative to the ORB. So you can see here, price clearly closed above. Here it closed below, but this report gives you a little bit more detail. So this is broken out into two sections, kind of. The blue, which just tells you does it close above or below the middle of the session, which is if you go use your ruler tool here on TradingView, you click the low, you click the high, and then it'll plot out this midpoint. You can see clearly it closed above this area within the New York session. And again, you're only looking at the blue boxes when you have the New York session selected. You're not looking at any of the data in between it. So here you can see again, let's try one more time. Again, the high to the low, you can see it closed below the mid. So in this case, it's a little bit more of a toss-up for platinum specifically in the New York session, but this section is where it gets very interesting. You can see that only 17% of the time in the last 6 months has price closed within the high and the low of the ORB. So it didn't happen this day, it didn't happen this day, but it did happen on this day. So you can see, and the reason it did happen this day is because the closing price at 4 p.m. was between the ORB high and the ORB low. So that's something that does not happen very often. You generally want to expect it to either close above or below. So I'll just show you some other examples here. Closed below, closed above. In this case, closed above again. So very unlikely for this to happen. So when you're taking a trade, you want to expect price to either continue downwards or upwards outside of this ORB range. Now, the highest probability is if it closes above the ORB high, which is obviously in the last 6 months, price has been going up, but between the ORB high and the session high, which just means it closes above the ORB high. So at any point between here and here, so I'll try to find another example here. This is one because it closed above the ORB high. In this case here, also closed above the ORB high. So the way that you can use this is to say, I like to use my ORB. I like to use the opening range as my levels for the day. I mean, clearly they're very significant levels. You can see right here, the low, another support. You can see resistance, resistance, resistance. They're very clearly levels that people use. And this just kind of helps you understand in a day trading context where price will close on the day. So down here, it's just more stats, explainer text again. If you need more details, you can see that right here. And then here's a breakdown of all the reports, of all the actual days. Here are the price charts. And then the video that you're watching will be right here. If you have any questions, also one more thing is that you can customize this report. So if you use a 5-minute ORB or a 30-minute ORB, you can customize this right here. So if you switch to 5-minute, you go like this, and then you click 5-minute. Now all of the data is going to change, but based on a different orb. So if you want to change this, you need to make sure that you're changing this in here. So what I just did was double click on my orb here, and I'm going to type out 9:35 because I'm selecting a 5-minute orb. And now I'm going to switch to the 5-minute chart. And now you can see it's plotting the high and the low of the first 5 minutes instead. And you can see the data has changed. So even obviously because the orb will be smaller in this case, typically, that it's even less likely that price will close within this orb area. So you can customize this report. If you have any thoughts on any other customizations you want to see, reach out to our support. We just added intercom. So this is something that's going to be really great for you guys. It's going to be instant live support. So make sure to reach out to us with any report requests, any indicator requests, or any feature requests. Thanks for watching.